Hello everybody, it's W from Needy Cat Media. We have a new project. So today I got my DS418 Synology SAS storage, and I also got a Seawolf 4 terabyte hard drive. You know, as many of you guys are doing YouTube videos and other things, gaming, etc., eventually you need a new solution for your hard drive space. Stay with me and I'm going to walk you through the setup of this. It's new for me, but it's time for an upgrade. Alright, the unboxing. I'm very, very excited. Alright, here booklets. We got our 4 terabyte Seagate Iron Wolf hard drive. That. It's only the first one. And then the DS418 NAS by Synology. If you guys have done any research, again, eventually, got a cord. Eventually, like anything else, we're going to run out of hard drive space with all the videos that we're trying to run. Cat 5 cable, power cord. Put that over here. Come on. Here's the box. All right. Now, unlike some of the other reviews of this, I'm not an IT professional. I'm probably like you guys. So I'm going to keep this as high level as possible as we set this up. Alright, so we got 4 drives. Just pop these out. Pop them in. I believe you can set these up to 8 terabytes apiece. I'll validate that for you guys, but we're going to do 4 terabytes now, and then I got space for 3 others for a total of 16 terabytes. I got my USB 3 here, I got my power up, and then I got some lights here to talk disk 1 through disk 4, along with a status light. Then we'll turn around on the back. We have our cooling fans. Also have 2 gigabit Ethernet connections, so we'll probably use both of those, along with the USB 3 here, and looks like that's where my power connector is. And that would be about it. Nothing on the bottom, just some cooling vents. I am pretty excited about this. Okay, gang, so one thing at a time. We got our Seagate. This is pretty cool because all you do is pop these off, and then this sits right in here. You don't need anything, and then you just put these back on, and this is what holds the drive in. Simple. Then slide it in. That's it. Didn't like Flynn. We'll be back when I fire it up. Okay, gang, we're back. So I don't know if this is going to be my permanent location for this, but so we got our 4 terabyte drive that's installed. Now I have it powered in the back to a backup power supply. Look, anytime you're doing anything like this, um, you always want to make sure you have a backup. The last thing you want to do is, at least in my opinion, plug this in and have it put directly to house power, and then when you have an electrical storm or something like that and it goes out, it just shuts it off, even though you have a surge protector. And then immediately the power comes right back on again, and you're surging these drives. So it's worth every penny if you go out and you buy yourself a UPS to make sure you have one. Okay, team, we're gonna turn it on. I heard him spin up. We also have it plugged into our router, which is right up at the top up here. And now there's some software that we're going to go download, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and once I get that up and running, then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, team, so the piece that I was missing, which I had to go look at YouTube, you gotta wonder how wonderful that is, right? I needed to come out here and I needed to type in find, F-I-N-D, .synology.com, and when I did that, this page came up and it automatically started looking for the NAS that was on the network, and as you can see, it found it, it assigned it an IP address .32, so we'll make sure that we make that a static IP later, and we're going to do the connect. Alright, now we're at the setup. Let's keep going. Install disk management. Yep. Yes, I understand all data on the hard drives will be removed. Okay, we're at 98%. Almost finished. Gonna let this do its restart of the disk station. In the meantime, I want to thank you again for clicking on this video and taking some time to watch. If this is your first time watching, welcome to NeedyCat Media. My name is W. Here at NeedyCat Media, we save our viewers time by providing honest feedback on everyday needs and wants through real-time experiences, just like this one here in this unboxing. If you like this type of video, please consider subscribing to our channel. I'd appreciate that. We'd appreciate that. Hey, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can receive alerts on any new posts and content. So now that the disk station went ahead and restarted, the next step is we come back to our web page. We put in our IP address. In this case, we put a static IP during the setup of 192.168.1.32, port 500, and when we did that, it launched us into the Synology disk station. We put our username and our password that we set up, and we have these new icons. So I think the first thing we got to do, right, is we got to go in here and take a look at the storage that we stuck in there, the 4 terabyte drive. Now, since we started this, it has been a couple days, and I decided, you know what, really want the full redundancy, and to do that, you need to have an equal or larger size hard drive to accompany the first slot. So I've got another 4 terabyte drive. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to go into Storage Manager, and I did a couple of these steps already, so I'm just going to show you some of the things that I had to do to get this set up right. First of all, the RAID setup. Now this is the default, the SHR, and it shows you that we got drive or slot 1 and slot 2 out of the 4 bays that are done. It's showing we got 34%. It's also showing that we got some healthy drives. Now if you come over here to the HDD or even SSD, it's going to show you the hard drives that you have. And when I put this in here, what I needed to do was I needed to come in here and tell it that this was a hard drive. And then from there, it took a little bit of time, but it had to reconfigure both drives to work together. One being where you store your data, and the other one being your full backup. So we went ahead and we did that. That's through the action. The other thing that we had to do was we needed to come over here into the volumes. Prior to doing this, it showed that we only had 3.49 terabytes. Over here in the corner, you can see now that we've used 1.2 out of the 3.49. Now, why is that? Well, again, like I said, the other hard drive of equal size is the full backup. So you're only going to get storage out of the first 3.4, and the second one will be your backup. And then here's your storage pools. A couple different things you can do in here. You can change your RAID setup and so forth, but we didn't have to do any of that. It just, again, shows you your drive information and how much space you have. So once we were finished here, we closed this up. As you can see, there's a lot of different things in here. I didn't touch any of this stuff. I'm sure we can figure out. I'm sure there's a lot of neat things that this box does. I know you can set it up to be a web server. You can set it up to be a Plex home media server. There's a lot of different applications for this Synology NAS, but we're using it for file sharing. So we came up here into users, and I created one for my son, who's also a content creator. I set one up for my wife's station, and I set one up for mine. So now that we can all have a profile that each person will log into on their own PC. Under file sharing, this gives you all the different pieces. It automatically set up like music and photos and videos, but I created one called video capture, so we're going to store our videos there. The other piece is we set up, we started storing all of our photos and some other pieces that are on here. Under file services, it automatically found the work group that we were in. Not that that makes much of a it found the work group that our Windows 10 systems are running off of. It also shows you the path. So when we're creating our network drives, we're going to have to remember this. And as part of going through here, I had to name this, so I just called it Media Ads 418 for the version of the Synology. And that was pretty much it. Oh, there is one more piece down here in Quick Connection. This is pretty cool. Once you set this up and you have your Connect ID and you set this, now you can use this link and you can get to your NAS through your smartphone or your tablet, what have you. So that's pretty cool. That's a must do. So let me come out of here. The last thing that I did, close this one up too, was I opened up my drive on my computer, and I had to do this in all the other ones. And I created these network drives. So real simple, you come up to my PC or this PC, you right click, you add a location, you say next, you click on that it's a network drive, you say yes, you type in the name of the NAS, and as soon as you do that and you click OK, it comes and it creates you these direct links. So they're not going to find it down here in the network. At least that's not how I had it set up. These are the computers that I have on my network, at least the ones that are on. But these are now set up as network drives, and I set these up on all of them, and it goes right to the NAS. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. When you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell so you can receive notifications on all of our new content. As always, thank you, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.